Hello everyone, welcome back. We had a 3-week absence, so I know we said it was going to be every fortnight, but sometimes your schedules don't align and...
Life gets in the way.
Well, and here we are. But look, don't we look nice? Like, we try and, we give it back to you see.
Put it on, really.
That's what we do. What are we talking about today?
We're going to see Dunkirk.
Dunkirk is the new Christopher Nolan movie. It's about the men that are trapped on the beach trying to get out. And there's only one direction to go.
The sea.
Yeah. And there's also one direction on the beach. Harry Styles.
God.
Can't help myself.
We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
So, we just saw Dunkirk.
We did.
Finally.
We got it. We got it done.
That was amazing.
I don't think I've been so anxious in my life. I thought it was wonderful.
It was a masterpiece. It struck me on a level that The Thin Red Line did. This is a war story. It's an evacuation film. It's not a battle. It's the English on the beach getting picked off by the Air Force of the German Army. And it's really distressing because they're literally just standing on this beach waiting for the ships to come. And it's lucky that 330,000 of them even got back, or 170,000 or whatever it is. Yeah, they all could have been demolished if the German High Command hadn't said, look, let's just stop the army. It could have turned into something akin to Stalingrad when the German Sixth Army lost, close to 500,000 people. That could have happened to the English, and that could have led to, a different course of the war.
He's right. It's not your typical war film. Very strange structure as well, and I think that can be very overwhelming to someone walking into this thinking they're going to see oh, this is Saving Private Ryan, and they're storming the beaches and they're guns. It's just not like that.
It's so Christopher Nolan, the director, obviously uses all the elements. He uses the sea, he uses the sky, and uses the land as well. So it tricks between each of those and goes, I guess, seamlessly in between them.
That's right.
Mixing them together.
The friendly Nolan faces that you see. Cillian Murphy, Tom Hardy. So our favourite.
Yeah, well, I was
Hardy.
actually very happy I could hear him talk. Not that he spoke a lot; he had a mask over his mouth.
And that's the typical trademark.
Like
I was expecting him to be in the plane going, "Oh, Mr. Wayne, the Gotham's reckoning."
At least he wasn't the Revenant style.
Goddamn, that helps.
Killing me won't bring your boy back.
And God damn it!
Well done, Tom.
Thank you.
And Harry Styles, Harry who? I didn't even realise he was in it. I didn't even know who he was. There were two guys who looked kind of similar. Two young English dudes, and one's French, one turns out to be French. Yeah, and anyone could have played that role because no one really talked. It was kind of like a mime piece.
I didn't have an emotional connection with anyone really. I mean, maybe Mark Rylance, the BFG on the boat. There might be some other men out there.
Can't go back. We've got a job to do.
It's just like, we could save them.
In terms of the score, Hans Zimmer.
Hans, Bobby.
Hans.
Bobby.
Love him. He uses time.
He does.
Obviously, the tick-tocking of exception.
It's like a...
Yeah. Then in the crescendos, he uses a phantom note. So it gives this illusion that everything's always ascending forever. It's really, really smart what he does. And Nolan loves it. He loves the hell out of it. So we see it recurring. But yeah, beautiful soundtrack. I went home and listened to it.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Well, I haven't... oh, excuse me. Sorry. Speaking of soundtracks, let's talk about that soundscaping. The sound editing. It was superb. I mean, and starting with those Stuka sirens, which are just always sort of...
It'll get you.
Passing over. and it was terrifying.
I heard a lot of people complaining it was too loud.
You go to a movie and you're complaining about too loud. You shouldn't be going to the movies in the first place.
Yeah, that's true.
And if we say it's too loud, then take it from us. We know if it's too loud, it ain't too loud. You could turn that up.
Yeah. We're not talking about Pearl Harbor here. This is. And that's the thing. It's rated M. There isn't a lot of gore. In saying that, it isn't a love story. It's quite an intense film. It's a Blake hot date.
It's a Blake hot date. Look, I don't remember if you were squeezing my hand during the movie or not. I don't remember that. And I'm hearing this criticism that's just like, the French, you make them out to be like villains, you know what I mean? Like, it's just that standard. There's always something that people are going to go after.
Something.
And I got to tell you, the only thing I really saw there was just kind of a throwaway line saying, "I'm sorry, you can't get on the boat. This is for the British only. You're gonna have to wait." I think that
was the only
I think that's the only time you actually heard them say something even remotely bad about the French. There was something that Christopher Nolan actually didn't do in this for a change, which I can't remember what it is. I think he kind of maybe changes something. But he seemed to keep it normal this time. I think the one we saw was in 70mm, so it was kept in the right format.
So Hoyt van Hoytema, the fighter, Interstellar, Her. I really like his work. I really like his stuff, and it struck me the first time there's a raid, and there's this kind of slow zoom in into the beach.
Oh, is that through the
through
poles?
The bars?
Oh.
And all the troops are just scattering, and it's just like, we're really hitting the mark here. Like, this is really good filmmaking.
And there's just like that locked off shot. He's like lying on the beach, and you're seeing the bomb sort of.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like it was less of a movie; it was more of an experience. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell people. It's just like, if you genuinely don't go to the cinema very often, if you're sort of like waiting for something that's really going to get you out of the house and go to the cinema and take your grandma, this is the kind of movie that does it. It's just like such a powerful force of a film.
You might want to bring the defibrillator if you bring the grandma. It'll join the ranks of Thin Red Line. That's a masterpiece in itself. It will be an outside a war movie. It's not like everything else, and that's why it's so good.
We haven't given this a score yet. What are we giving this, Blake?
Because I'm a history buff, because I really enjoy war films and I'm encapsulated by them and fascinated by war and World War II, I'm going to give this a 9.5. This is a bona fide masterpiece, and I love this movie.
I'm giving it that 9.5 as well. Huh?
Boom. Oh,
Yeah.
That was awkward.
What's the next movie they're seeing?
Oh, Dunkirk.
Yes, Dunkirk. Thank you. See you soon.
Bye.